All right, my friends, it's time to switch gears. I'm sitting here in my van because I finished my commitment to the spring semester for my part-time teaching job, and I am spending this week kind of getting things wrapped up at home and getting my van ready to hit the road. I'm going to be heading out to Maryland this weekend to go to a friend's wedding, and then from there, I will be heading north and west. I think I might head the first night, probably. He's only like an hour or so from like the Gettysburg area, so I'll probably end up there Monday night next week. From there, I'm going north and west. I'm thinking about maybe the northern, the upper peninsula of Michigan, and I would like to make it at least to Yellowstone if I don't make it all the way to the West Coast. So, with that said, I would like your suggestions. So, where should I go? Here's my criteria. I'm going to be sleeping in this van. I don't mind sleeping. I prefer sleeping in the van when it's less than 65 degrees at night. And I can comfortably sleep in here all the way down to about 40 degrees at night. And I don't really want to go anywhere where it's going to be over 80 degrees during the day. Not, on a regular basis anyway. I know everybody might have a heat wave. It's spring. But with that said, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in eastern North Carolina. I think I'm going to have only 5 weeks. So some things have happened since the last time I talked to you. Not only have I finished up the semester, or my commitment to the semester, the clinicals, the students they still have about a month to go before the semester is over. But I've wrapped up my part. And I've accepted a full-time position with a different community college as a full-time nursing instructor. I'm pretty excited about it. My job does not start until August. So, I've got this whole summer to kind of do what I want. But also, I do need to make some money. And I'm not really doing Spark anymore because this van has 203,000 miles on it now. Also, it's not the greatest on gas, but it's not horrible. But I get probably 23 miles per gallon around town. And I don't want to keep spending the gas, and I don't want to keep putting miles on it because I don't plan on buying another car for a while. I'd like to get another year or two out of this van before it needs anything major. So I don't want to keep putting miles on it doing Spark deliveries because it's really not worth it. This van is worth more to me than that little bit of money. It's not worth the wear and tear. So, my YouTube traffic has really died off. Not sure what's going on there. And I'm not counting on that. I'm not counting on, I made $150 last month. So, and I'm not going to hit the $100 mark this month to even get a payout. So, YouTube is kind of not, I'm not going to stress over it. I'm just going to make these videos. I'm going to document my road trip. That's what I meant to do originally when I started making videos on this channel back in October. I never thought I would have 12 to 13,000 subscribers. I never thought I would be monetized. I just wanted to document my journey. It kind of grew and way more than I ever thought it would. So the success that I had early on, I'm not going to, I'm going to keep making videos, but I'm not going to stress about trying to make money on here. So, because I just want to keep it authentic and true to me and true to the journey that I'm on and not about the monetization. So, I'm going to be going back to the hospital where I used to work in labor and delivery this summer to pick up some shifts. And that's just to kind of make some money before I start my full-time job in the fall. I'm excited about that. I haven't been in patient care for 10 years now, except for what I just had with the clinical experience. I have not started an IV in 10 years, y'all. So I'm excited. Thing Things haven't changed much over there. That's where I was with the nursing students. I went back home, so to speak. Some of my old coworkers are still there. Things haven't really changed, and I really realized how much I missed it. Not enough to do it full time, but I missed it enough to go and pick up some shifts and get my skills back up and get off my ass and out of this house and do some work like a real nurse. So that's what I'm going to do when I get back. I was going to be going, I was going to be saying, I was giving myself like a minimum of 6 weeks, but my sister is coming home from Florida and her birthday is around Memorial Day. So I think I might like to be back for her birthday and to see her before she heads back to Florida. And then I need to get to work because I really need the money. I'm living off savings right now, which I've already blown through most of. So 5 weeks. Next Saturday, I'm going to head out of here, head to Maryland, spend the night up there, go to my friend's wedding, and then I'm headed. I'm not coming back home. I'm headed out on my grand adventure. So I would like for you to tell me in the comments where you think I should go, keeping in mind the criteria that I gave you about temperature. I don't really want to be in a big city. If I do stop into a city during the day, I'm not sleeping in a big city unless I'm just pulling off the interstate and grabbing some winks and jumping back on. But I'm out here. I want to be out in the outdoors, wide open spaces, away from people as much as I can. And I would like to see some national parks. Like I said, I'd like to at least make it to Yellowstone. Depending on how fast I feel like moving, I'm not going to set an agenda. I'm not going to set any kind of requirements for myself. I'm just going to kind of go as far as I feel like going and as far as I feel like I can go and get back in about 5 weeks from the time I leave. 6 weeks from now, I'm going to be pulling back into town. So that's where I'm at right now. While I'm here in this van, though, I've got some stuff to kind of clean out of here. And I'm going to start with this bin that's right here under my bed. I'm going to pull it out and kind of show you what some of the stuff is in here. Because some of this stuff I've brought along and I've never used it. So now this is like a really, really fine mesh screen. And I used it in Florida, down in the Keys, because they have no-see-ums. I don't know how far north no-see-ums go, but they are very, very tiny, and regular screening, they can go right through the hole. So I used this when I was camping down there to kind of cover my windows and with magnets and to keep the no-see-ums from eating me alive. I think I'll keep it just because I don't know where I'm going to be, and there may be swamps with mosquitoes. I don't know. So I've got some dishes. I've got this big 10 by 14 tarp. And if I were going to be camping in one place for a while, I might use it. But I never do that. I usually move every day. I may find a place that's really nice that I want to spend a couple of days. But when I'm traveling like this, I usually try to see as much as I can. Now, the other, there was an exception to that. When I went down to the Keys, I knew I was going to be spending the night for 3 nights down there. But, and if I get to Yellowstone, if I can find a good place to camp out, I might stay there for 2 or 3 days. But I'm going to be trying to see as much of the country and enjoy myself as much as I can without staying too long in one place. But I will move every day, but I don't know how far I'll go every day as far as driving. I have just this little bin with got some like bungee cords and zip ties and stuff in it. Just for, you never know. It's like duct tape. You don't know what you might need it for. And speaking of duct tape, I think somebody stole it out of here, one of my kids. So I need to get a roll of that. I have 2 of these little fans. They are USB chargeable. This one is dead right now. I have one already hanging up over there. They're 2 different brands, but I charge them while I am driving, and sometimes I even keep them plugged into my Jackery all the time. Like if it's convenient and I have an extra cable. Anyway, I have to have fans at night to move the air. No matter how cool it gets outside, I need air moving to sleep. I have a big giant spatula, like a grill spatula. I don't know if I'm going to grill anything. I got a couple of these propane canisters. And I do have a Coleman propane stove. Last time I showed you, it's not in here, it's someplace else. I think it's in the back. I have that fire maple jet boil knockoff to boil water. But I do think I'm going to drag my Coleman stove out of the storage and bring that along with the cast iron frying pan, because I might want to actually cook more than just boiling water. You know, I'm on the health journey, and I'm trying to really eat simply and healthily, and I don't want to eat fast food and processed crap. I want to just eat simply, and I just want to eat simply on the road and keep it healthy. And if that means boiled eggs, nuts, cheese, berries, Greek yogurt, peanut butter, apples, you know, that kind of thing for snacks. And then at night, when I stop, if I have a way to cook a little basic something, that would be nice. There's a bunch of crap in here that I don't need, that I need to clean this out. This is, oh gosh, this is a dog leash from the vet's office. You know, when they, let me throw that out the door. Citronella candle. I think I have a couple of these, and I do use these. Because some places I want to sit outside at night and keep the mosquitoes away. And I have some water shoes, because if there's a lake or something, a river, I'm going to be stepping in it, and I'm not going to do it barefoot. There's a few more bungee cords in here, and an electric cord with like a adapter on the end for 3 different plugs. If I end up at a campground that has power, I can plug some things in, and that would be nice. I have a spray bottle that has water and white vinegar in it, and this is how like I wash dishes, or just for like basic cleaning, but it's not, you know, it's very natural. My cat is across the street pooping in the neighbor's yard, the brand new neighbor. Wow. I have a tent mallet and some tent stakes in here. I don't have a tent. Oh, but I do have an awning. It's under the bed. It's a king camp awning that I can attach to my van and have it outside if I park and I want some more privacy, or to block the wind, that kind of thing. Here's a camp shovel. This is a folding shovel. Do you know what this is for? Think about it. I'm not going to be anywhere where I'm going to need to be digging cat holes. But you know what? I'll keep it in case I get stuck or something. I have some bug spray. That's pretty much it in this bin. So I think a lot of this needs to stay here. And I have room in here to put some more random miscellaneous stuff. I've got kind of a lot of stuff in here right now I need to get out. Not a lot, but I've been driving. This is my daily driver as well, so it's kind of messy. And my daughter-in-law, or future daughter-in-law, borrowed the car last weekend to visit her mother, and she took all the windows covers down, so I got to put those back up. Got a lot of stuff in the house that I need to bring out here, organize, plan my grocery trip right after I leave my friend's house in Maryland. I'll be hitting the grocery store. I'm going to get my van serviced on Monday. I think that's pretty much it. I just need to organize in here. So, anyway, that was a lot of rambling, but now you know where I'm at, what I'm about to do, and my plans for the fall. And I do want to hear your thoughts about where I should go, so leave them down in the comments. I'll see you soon.